A woman came zipping past me in her wheelchair and was like, "Hey, have you ever sailed before?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "Get over here," and introduced me to Steve and Rich, and Steve says, "Rich wants to go for the 2016 Paralympics. What Olympics do you want to sail for?" And I said, "The 2016 Paralympics in Rio."
A little over a year ago, Cindy Walker had never sailed, much less competed in a regatta. This year, Cindy and her skipper Ryan Porteous have qualified for the U.S. Sailing's Paralympic team. What makes this possible? For the last 11 years, the C. Thomas Clagett Jr. Memorial Clinic and Regatta has been sailed on the waters of Narragansett Bay in Newport, Rhode Island. The pinnacle of disabled sailing in North America, its unique, positive, and powerful format bring together both disabled and able-bodied sailors, both novices and experts alike, to compete against and learn from each other, assisted by world-class coaches.
It's an environment where you can come out and compete at the highest levels, and it's an environment where you can come out and just learn how to do this for the first time. And it's just run in a first-class way.
This format allows competitors to grow in the sport, expand their technique, and improve their quality of life outside of sailing. This is what has stimulated Cindy Walker's path from novice sailor to Paralympic hopeful in less than a year.
Once you start realizing you can compete in sport, you can do just about anything because it builds your confidence, it gets you thinking outside of your disability, and it gets you thinking more about your abilities, and that's really what it's about.
The spirit of perseverance that these folks have is just awe-inspiring. When you see them come by the race committee boat, it is just amazing as they're starting, and you can see the smiles and you can actually feel the happiness and joy that this sport is giving to them. The freedom that they feel on the water is just amazing.
What is truly brilliant about this event, and what is the Clagett way, is that all are welcome, from a rank novice to the most advanced, giving the new sailors a chance to jump on the fast track to become expert sailors themselves.
I'm Tracy from Toronto. Some people call me T squared. I called some people up and said, what do I need to do to pursue this Paralympic dream? And they said, well, one of the first things you need to do is you need to get to Clagett because there's great coaches there and great support there, and you're just going to learn reams. And Clagett is so supportive with their sponsorship and their coaching, and they make things happen and welcoming. And so Clagett's just phenomenal.
My favorite thing about this regatta is probably the breakdown, the debriefs before and after the races they get from Betsy and from the USA team.
In the clinic that precedes the 3 days of competition, the participants meet and sail with real sailing experts led by Betsy Allison, U.S. Sailing's Paralympic coach and 5-time Rolex Yachtswoman of the Year.
Almost no one was using enough Cunningham.
Normally, you're a little bit set back. You can lean back.
World-class sailors and coaches stress everything from boat handling to sail trim, tactics, and rules. And on the race course, constructive comments to the sailors between races about improving their game. It's a formula that works.
This year was really special. We had young blood in the class now. We have a 15-year-old young lady from Cape Breton in Nova Scotia, Ryan from San Diego. We had Ted Green, who came on fire. He's 24 years old. To broaden the base only means that the pointing is going to be sharper for the long term, and you're going to see a lot more medals and a lot more participation at a higher level for all these classes.
Safety 2, please go to the windward mark. We have a boat dismasted. 160 is with his parent. Acknowledged, thank you.
My name is Lawrence Bethke. I am the logistics officer for New England Search and Rescue. Our team is out here volunteering for the safety boat. This is very personal for me. My son, Elias, was born with medical needs. He passed away last year at 3 years old. Just months before he passed away, we were told that he probably would never walk. And it warms my heart knowing that I could have introduced him to the water. I could have brought him out here and he could have raced boats. He could have had the experience on the water. I plan on volunteering my time for and my efforts for in whatever capacity over the following years.
At this year's Clagett, 36 competitors comprising 24 teams from the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico attended the event. The 2.4 meter class was won by Daniel Evans of Miami, a U.S. sailing team member, followed by Ted Green of Newport, and Paralympian Julio Reguero of Puerto Rico. The sonar class, Paralympian Ricky Dorr with Hugh Frund, Lindsey Smith, and Brad Kendall topped the scoreboard, followed by Andy Fisher and his crew Mike Hershey and Adam Parks. The Scud 18 division was designated as a qualifier for 2 spots on the U.S. Sailing Paralympic team. The second spot on the U.S. Sailing Paralympic team went to second place finishers Sarah Everhart Skeels and Gary Tiernan, who were sailing together for the first time. Victorious were our newcomers Ryan Porteous and his crew Cindy Walker. This is what the Clagett does. This is the Clagett way. All are included.
Oh, I can't wait to come back next year.
Definitely would love to come back.
This is my 4th year coaching here at the Clagett, and I'm absolutely going to promise you that I'll be back for as many more as I can be.
It's an honor to see these people out giving their all and enjoying themselves. And
I think that's really what it's all about. Brotherly love, camaraderie, patience, persistence, self-sacrifice. It sure makes a big difference in the fleet.